Tonight, we continue our breaking news coverage on Jimmy Carter, the peanut farmer turned president who passed away at his Georgia home earlier today. The former president was a frequent traveler to Southeast Florida, in particular the Florida Keys. It's a no-brainer destination for many notables, from Ernest Hemingway to Jimmy Buffett and Harry Truman. But for Jimmy Carter, it's a place that shaped him into the nature lover and conservationist that is his legacy. No matter where life takes you, it's hard to keep a low profile as a former president. Wherever you go, you leave an impact.
You know, some people have that aura, that energy about him, and he definitely just had that energy that draws you in, that very positive energy, you know, even at his age, is 2016, and I just couldn't get over how sharp he was.
Jimmy Carter, a Georgia native, was no stranger to the Sunshine State during his time as president. One of the landmark events during his presidency, the Mariel Boat Lift, a mass immigration of Cubans in 1980 to the United States. That same event drew Richie Moretti to Marathon, Florida.
I came down to rescue people, and they looked at my fast boat and my long hair, and they didn't need my help. But we started the Turtle Hospital. These were some of our first turtles.
From motel to video store to full-blown turtle hospital. The property has seen a lot in 4 decades, including some high-profile visitors. That includes one former president, Jimmy Carter.
A lot of congressmen and senators, but no, he was our only president, but he was a delight.
The first time Jimmy and Rosalind Carter visited the Sea Turtle Hospital in Marathon was in 2010. That's where they first caught the sea turtle conservancy bug. But it wasn't the last time they'd be there. They'd return a few years later, bringing a lot more family with them and taking part in several turtle releases. Here's some of the footage of those visits. Turtle Hospital manager Betty Zirkelbach remembers their 2016 trip like it was yesterday.
These are all his great-grandchildren, and there he is back in the foreground.
During his presidency, Carter raised awareness on climate change and showed how much he cared for the environment by creating 11 national parks, including Biscayne National Park in the Florida Keys. He also created the Department of Energy, a sign of his commitment to renewable energy alternatives. Zirkelbach remembers Carter's inauguration in 1977, her 11th birthday, also recalling the type of president he was.
So you think she might need to go back in the water? Yeah.
I've never been political, but I do remember him, you know, being one of the first presidents for energy. I remember it being a big topic, so I think of him as a champion for the environment.
And still, Carter brought the same spirit of environmentalism with him to the Turtle Hospital, watching his great-grandkids learn.
I think they really learned a lot about the future of the turtles, to keep the ocean from getting too warm and to keep trash out of the ocean. So they learned a lot about the background of turtles and also the distant future when they, threat to the turtles because of plastic and wood and so forth in the ocean is going to be very bad.
A lover of the outdoors and a family man working tirelessly even in retirement to ensure he's leaving his legacy in capable hands.
After here half a day, you didn't, though you felt you were in the company of greatness, it didn't feel like the president. It was a Southern gentleman with his family that you spent the day with.
He won't be gone because he'll always be remembered.
A long life well spent.